For a branded directory type info site, is it best to use parent-child pages to keep each as parent pages whenever possible with no child pages? For example, domain.com digital marketing / email marketing versus domain.com digital marketing plus domain.com email marketing. Thank you. For a branded directory type info site. Well, again, okay, so back to what I'm saying, guys, if you can keep your site structure as simple as possible, that's always better. It's going to be easier to manage. It also is easier to direct page rank, right? Or link equity. In rank is another term for that, right? So that's internal link juice, internal link equity. It's much easier to direct that around a site when you keep your site shallower. As far as what I mean by that is when you don't get into these like deep taxonomy structures. Or in this case, like you're saying, parent pages and child pages, and then there's categories and subcategories, and then there's posts. You know what I'm saying? Like my point is when you start getting deeper into the site, into like subdirectories or, you know, further hops from the root domain, the less powerful those pages become, right? The further hop that they get from, the more hops they go from the root directory, the root domain, the less power they have, and also the harder it is to direct internal link flow. So I've said this for 8 years now, right? Keep it simple, right? As much as possible, try to use simple silo architecture. There are times where a complex is required or is a better option. But just know that going into the project. And so I don't like using parent pages and child pages if possible, because again, that starts to add a lot of depth to the site that I think is unnecessary and makes it more difficult to direct internal link flow to the pages that I want it to. So I've, again, more recently, when I started, last 6 months or so, I've spent an enormous amount of time, you know, getting better at organic SEO, because all I cared about was maps for so many years. And I've really discovered that it's much better to just keep the site as simple as possible, as shallow as possible, as far as depth in the hierarchy. And for that, I can direct page rank or, you know, internal link flow to the pages that I want in a much better, more efficient way. Okay. So again, Henry, I'm not sure what you're trying to accomplish with this, but, you know, I would say, you know, if you're going to have like domain.com digital marketing, and I wouldn't do like parent. Well, again, it depends on if you're doing a complex silo or a simple silo. If you're doing a complex silo where you've got digital marketing as your parent category, and then you have email marketing as a subcategory, then yeah, you might still want to do parent and child pages and create that kind of relationship there as well. But what I would suggest is, you know, domain.com, and why not? If domain.com is entirely about digital marketing, which I don't know that it is, I'm just saying this as an example. If domain.com was entirely about digital marketing, then I would want to have email marketing as a separate, you know, as its own category and top level page. And then digital marketing itself, you know, that's what the whole site is about. Does that make sense? So I would have like email marketing, perhaps SEO, maybe you know, PPC or paid traffic, content marketing, video marketing, like all of those could be top level categories, as opposed to domain.com, digital marketing, and then a shit ton of subcategories. But again, it just depends on what the overall site structure is, Henry. So I don't know without having some more information.